shit real when you start a new family. I need that Louis V, fuck it, man, I'm calling in. Same ones I seen Jaden been walking in.
What's up, my cozy people? It is your boy Cozy Yachty. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to try a new video format, and since Halloween was right around the corner, I was like, why not? Most people do the Disney Channel original movies, which eventually I also want to do, but I remembered a hidden gem from my childhood. In the early 2000s, Discovery Kids dropped this show called Truth or Scare, which was hosted by Michelle Trachtenberg. If I butchered the name, I do apologize. But she's also known from her many roles: Harlot the Spy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Ice Princess, and one of my personal favorites, 17 Again. The idea of the show is that Michelle would guide us through the creepy myths and tell us which is myth and which is reality from the program. Today's story is the one, the only Dracula. In this episode, we hear the tale of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the original Dracula. This guy made Dracula. But before getting into the details of Bram Stoker's Dracula, I just thought that was funny. The protagonist is Jonathan. The antagonist is an evil vampire. JoJo reference. Boom. In 1897, Bram Stoker created Dracula as a ravenous hunter with many abilities. One, to change to a bat, to become a werewolf, disappear in the mist, and control you with his own type of spells. So this dude was pretty goated, not gonna lie. At first, a lot of people weren't really rocking with Bram Stoker's Dracula. They were just like, yo, this isn't it, bro. And could you imagine making one of the most iconic monsters in monster history, cinema, literature, all of that, and still not getting any bread to basically pay your rent? That's insane. This dude created the most famous monster, and people were just like, nah, not rocking with it, bro. In 1922, Dracula made his first cinematic debut in Nosferatu. You know, the one guy from SpongeBob that was flickering the lights on and off from the Hashling Slasher episode. For my people who don't know Nosferatu, this is what he looks like. This is him. Bum, 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 bum. But the most famous image of Dracula has to be from Bela Lugosi. That was the Universal monster Dracula. If you went to Universal Studios back in the day when there was the Monsters Cafe, yeah, that vampire, that was Bela Lugosi. And when you would go inside, the vampire that you would see plastered all over the walls, Bela Lugosi. Most iconic, best Dracula ever. Don't at me. It's lit. So the story begins with our boy Jonathan Harker, which he got a letter requesting for him to go to Transylvania. Jonathan is a lawyer, and he's like, I have business that needs to be done, so I gotta do what I gotta do. He pulls up to Transylvania. The farmers and the village people are telling him, hey man, turn back. You don't want to go to Dracula's castle. People go in, people don't come out. Jonathan's like, look man, I gotta get this bag and I gotta see it through, my boy. So, respect to Jonathan on that aspect, because if I had one person tell me, yeah man, maybe you should turn back around, I'm out. So once Jonathan pulls up to Dracula's castle, it's around midnight. Dracula opens up the door for him. Jonathan's already like, man, the vibes are off. Something's strange. It's weird. I'm not really rocking with it. So Jonathan, he's trying to talk to the Count. The Count's not really having it. So Jonathan just kind of goes snooping around, and he's looking, and he's finding weird artifacts, weird stuff, and this and that. And then eventually, he goes snooping around, and then he finds a room, and there's a coffin in the room. So my boy, being nosy, he opens up the coffin. Who does he see? Count Dracula. This dude now finally realizes that he is trapped in Dracula's castle with the main vampire, the big chief, the big boss. And dude is losing it. Before continuing on our boy Jonathan, we're actually going to hear the real world explanation of how vampires like came to be, which to me personally it sounds more like zombies, but from what the research got from the video that I'm doing on the review on right now, this is the information that was presented to me. I'm also going to link the video that I'm reviewing in the description, so if you guys want, you could also check out the original source. I'm leaving a lot of stuff out so you guys can also watch the actual video, because Truth or Scare is actually a really great program and I do highly recommend it. From the video is the vampire legend didn't really come out of nowhere. What happened was there were some people that got into a catatonic stupor and they were like, well, he's dead, pack him up, you know, put him in the graveyard. But people started like opening up graves and stuff like that, and they would see like scratch marks on the coffins, blood on their face, and it turns out that they buried a lot of people alive back in the day, and they were trying to, you know, get out of the grave, but they couldn't. So that's where that legend comes from. Like I said, it sounds more like zombies to me, but with the information that was presented to me, it is what it is. So here comes the truth of the matter. Stoker made Dracula larger than life. He made Dracula like levitate, which was defy gravity, climb on walls, command wolves, turn into a bat, disappear in the mist, control minds. This dude was OP as hell. But Stoker did get, you know, his like inspiration. Ooh, brain fart. Apologies. He got his inspiration from Vlad the Impaler. This dude was so crazy. He would torture people on wooden stakes and just eat his dinner and just watch people slowly pass away. What type of shit is that, bro? Like, nah, dude was insane. So now, back to the story. Jonathan is now trapped in Dracula's castle. Dracula's like, well, I'm gonna head out. And then from there, what is it? Dracula just starts going to town, terrorizing. Then we're introduced to Mina, which is the fiance of Jonathan. Not only is she worried about her fiance, but now her friend Lucy has gone missing. So Mina, being, you know, girl boss, she's like, well, my friend's missing right now. I gotta go find my friend. So she goes looking all over town. Where does she find Mina? In the cemetery. With who? Dracula. And what is Dracula doing? Turning Mina into a vampire, bro. So imagine that. Your friend has gone missing. You're looking for them, and then just Dracula is like, just one of us now. Insane. Mina, once she turns into a vampire, she starts terrorizing the town, and all hell's going loose. So Lucy gets the help of Mina's fiance, which his name is Arthur, and her and Mina and Van Helsing kind of like go looking for Mina, and they just cure her the only way that they can, by lifting the curse, by putting a stake through her chest. So Mina has now left the chat, and now they're like, well, if this happened to Mina, where is Jonathan? So the three of them go find Jonathan. But before finding Jonathan, Dracula finds Mina, turns Mina into a vampire, but somehow Mina fights like the urge of like drinking blood, and she joins the group, stopping Dracula. Now skip to the final battle. It is Jonathan, Van Helsing, Mina, and Arthur. The four of them versus Dracula. Still no match. It is a crazy fight. They are going back and forth trying to stop this beast, and they cannot. The sun is almost coming up, and this is how they almost stop him. Dracula literally starts like kind of seeing the sun, and he's like, oh snap, I gotta go hide. Then I believe it was Jonathan. I could be wrong. I believe that it was Jonathan that's like put the stake through Dracula's heart, and then Dracula just turned into dust, and he was like, bam. Now Dracula has now left the chat. Mina now is no longer a vampire, because if you kill the head vampire, you turn human again, I guess. I don't know. That's how the story went, and then that's how it goes. So that was Stoker's Dracula. It's pretty good. I do know that the story ends with Jonathan and Mina taking their son back to Dracula's castle. and they feel a presence there, but Dracula is dead. But is Dracula truly ever dead?
Count Dracula will always return. Harker, you fool.
My cozy people, that was Truth or Scare. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a short video because these are only 22-minute episodes and it's only one tale each, and I feel like it's better just to do one instead of just like cram everything together and get viewers burnout. So I'll be making more of these. October, I am releasing spooky content all month long. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week because there's a lot of videos I want to do, and I might even carry over a little bit to November. So honestly, let's just see what I can do. I really want to get back to the YouTube thing, and I just feel like this is kind of like a cool way to kind of get back to it without doing cringe reviews and easy reviews, which I do enjoy doing those too, but I want to expand my horizons. Before I go, I want to take this moment to make some noise. Let's make some noise real quick. Woo! Make some noise for Michelle Trachtenberg. Not only for hosting the series, but for also being in many roles, not only from my childhood, but many other people's childhood. And honestly, truly a legend. It's all love. May she rest in peace. And thank you so much for all the iconic roles. I know I'm not the only one that appreciates it, and rest in peace to Michelle Trachtenberg yet again. We love you, and make noise one more time for the one time. And what is it? It's been your boy Cozy Yachty. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next vid. Peace.